Ohtani watch continues at the winter meetings as the Blue Jays look to be all in on the Japanese superstar. Hey everyone, welcome into Long Ball. Rob Wong joined alongside by Toronto Sun Blue Jays writer Rob Longley, who is in Nashville for the winter meetings. And Rob, the winter meetings are winding down, but the intrigue around Shohei Ohtani remains high as we all await his decision. I can't imagine what it's like for the Blue Jays fans right now who are watching all this develop, and I can't imagine what it's like for the Blue Jays themselves who are right in the mix for Ohtani's services. And as you reported on Tuesday, the team and ownership seem to be throwing everything they've got in an attempt to land him.
Yeah, there's certainly, there had been a sense, Rob, that the Jays were basically all in on trying to get Shohei Ohtani. And I was able to confirm that from a very well placed source on Tuesday who said, yes, they are indeed all in. And now they're just in the waiting game. But there seems to be a quiet confidence around the Jays that their proposal, their offer is being taken very seriously by the Ohtani camp. And quite honestly, the Jays have played it very well. They've kept their cards close to the vest. That's what the Ohtani camp wants. They don't want to reveal any details of what they've done and how they've wooed Shohei Ohtani. But it's very clear from anybody you talk to, both within the organization and outside of it, that they're serious players in this. Now, anybody could be a serious player if they put up the money. But where it becomes very intriguing and very exciting for the Blue Jays and their fans is the Ohtani camp clearly seems to be very interested in what the Jays have to offer. So now we sit and wait. I mean, the rest of the baseball world sits and waits, Rob, because by now usually there's a fair bit of off-season business that has taken place, but nothing can be done, it seems, until the Ohtani news breaks, and then the rest of the pieces can be picked up from general managers all around baseball.
No, it would obviously be devastating for Blue Jays fans who have invested a lot emotionally into this saga with Ohtani on the brink of a decision here. But for the Blue Jays themselves, how devastating do you think it would be if they can't seal the deal?
Yeah, I asked General Manager Ross Atkins that very question yesterday when he met with some of the media here in Nashville, and he said the right things, and this front office is very thorough, Rob. So they've done a lot of work behind the scenes, and they're ready to move on what in whatever direction they may have to move, depending on how the Ohtani thing works out. But I have to believe that, considering how close that they've come to this, considering that they're being viewed and are a serious finalist in landing Ohtani, that if they were not to get him, it would be fairly devastating. But having said that, there's no time to mourn that loss if it happens, because they'll have to pick themselves up right away and get on with the business. And some very serious business of what they have to do with this lineup. As we know, there's 4 or 5 players gone already. There's definitely a need to improve the offense over last year. And this team is driven. They understand that the win now window is starting to shut a little bit. And they're determined to add to this roster in whatever way they can. They're certainly shopping at the top, but if the top doesn't work out, then they're going to have to scramble and go to plan C and D and B very quickly.
Well, it's starting to feel like we are in the end game with Shohei Ohtani, and a decision could be coming soon. For all of Rob's Blue Jays coverage from the winter meetings, head over to the Toronto Sun.